Massenet in France, I'm absolutely championing Massenet because they didn't like him. They didn't care for him at all when I sang Manon in '97, and I went over to all my friends in Paris and I said, well, I'm doing Manon. And they said, Puccini, right? You mean Manon Lescaut? I said, no, Massenet. And they all, without exception, said, why? Why are you doing that?
Really?
Yes, I was shocked. I was shocked because we Americans love Massenet. We have Beverly Sills, we have Anna Moffo, we have a whole series of performances that we remember and love, Victoria de Los Angeles, and but the French don't, not in recent history. So when I first sang Manon, it was people didn't come, and when we revived it, they were sold out. So hopefully they're coming on board. And they've asked for Thais, and we'll see.
You received an honor. You were honored with the rank of Commander of the Order of Arts and Letters in Paris.
Okay.
And where did the ceremony take place?
At the Hotel de Ville, where the offices actually of the Ministre de Culture, the Minister of Culture, are. That was a really tremendous honor, because that award series comes in different levels, and they had originally offered me the officier, the officer of arts and letters, and then I was upgraded to commander. And I maintain that it's because they could never get my schedule to be able to receive the award, and they said, just skip a few. You'll never get her again.
So obviously we're thrilled by it.
Yeah, oh, I love it. I should have my little pin on. And then the next is the Legion of Honor.
We'll all be there for that. Are French audiences very different from American audiences? Do you find a difference?
I haven't found a difference because I've been very embraced by the French audience, but they can be very difficult. I've noticed, for instance, I've noticed an incredibly big difference between the mentality of orchestras there and here.
In what way?
Well, French orchestras, people are not so much team players there. They don't particularly care for being part of a group. They're real strong. I'm trying to say this as diplomatically as I can.
That's because she's the commander.
That's right. Help me here. But it can get out of hand really
They're more
quickly.
individually motivated.
Yes, thank you. Yes. And so, you know, and that country is anywhere near Germany amazes me. Because you know, it's just, there are individual international personalities. If one travels and spends a great deal traveling, and you can make these generalizations, but really they're meaningless. They're meaningless, but it's still fun to try and make them. It also becomes clear to me that we are a young country. Our audiences are young. We're open. We're fresh. We want to love things. I went to Australia for the first time last year, and I said, oh, they're young like we are. And then in Europe, one gets very much, show me, a little bit of a different attitude.
We've talked about roles and your preparation for them, but how do you prepare for a world premiere, Renee? I mean, no one's ever done it before. You have nothing to base that on.
Well, that's wonderful because that part of it is removed. That pressure to be, the one feels when one knows that one's going to be compared with other performances is completely gone. The beauty of it, of working with a living composer, is that we work together.